Hello, YouTubians and fellow hobbyists. Welcome back to another episode of Car Dreams and Styrene. And without any further ado, here is the scratch building master, Mr. Gary G.
Hello. Well, thank you for the nice entrance. Thank you. Well, welcome my fellow hobbyists out there. Today we're gonna finish our little car, bus, whatever you want to call it, and I'm happy so far, but see for yourself. First, the riddle! The riddle! The color of this build is a little homage on my apprenticeship I learned on Toyota, but we had this little VW bus just to transport some stuff, and just wanted to have it in the same color, and this bus was then blue. It was a light blue, as I remembered, so that's why I wanted to go with that color. Wanted to give the car not a completely weathered and aged look, but wanted to knock down the chrome a little bit so it's not too bright and shiny. Before I added the decals, I gave it a good amount of floor polish so you avoid the silvering, of course. Did not use any softener on the side panels because they're really straight. I did use though some decal softener on the rear wing since it had like this curve in it, and I just didn't want to have the decal not to fit on perfectly. This is one of those projects where you're really happy if you have some old decal sheets laying around, and you just can use stuff that's still on. For example, those pinstripes, they were like from, I don't even know, an old model kit decal sheet left over, so I just used those and they just fit perfectly. Of course, now I had to put on the VW emblem and a few other details like the lights and the windscreen. Now I mounted also the parachute, detailed it a little bit, and we were able to put stuff together with our stretch build suspension. A few less steps before we finish the build is like mounting the side skirts, the rear wing, put the battery in, a few little steps, and then we're pretty much done. Okay, so this gonna be the last and final video of this build. We started out with this old glue bomb and we transformed it in this thing here. We have a complete length of the vehicle of 5,700 millimeters and a weight of 3,000 pounds. The engine produces easily 800 horsepower and has 15 cylinders on 3 banks and has about 915 cubic inch. We scratch built this giant rear wing. We mounted our homemade 15-cylinder engine. We added a parachute as a braking device. Added also a wheelie bar against wheelies. We reinforced the rear axle and scratch built the suspension. We gave the car a conservative German smile. We built a roll cage, made it a single-seater, scratch built the racing harness, and we aged a little bit the belly of the car. I really liked the way it came out. It was a lot of fun to build this car. It was also a lot of fun to finally use my homemade motors. Gonna be more for the future. That's all for now. See you next time.
Alright, that's all for this week. I really hope you enjoyed this build. Well, I definitely did. It was a lot of fun. Next week we're gonna have a really cool build going on too. We start something new, as you can imagine. For now, I have to say bye-bye. Have a nice weekend. Have fun with every little project that you have going on. See you next week. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Do it again. Do a test, does it work? That's a good one.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
It works. All right.